She's literally opening up a shop. A big one. And that's exciting. Of course she's going to talk about it. That's her whole life right now. And you want to get past the work stuff to do what? To sail, to travel, which is great. But you need a retired woman. Clint needs a retired woman. Seasoned and done. So she could just sail and travel and lollygag with Clint all day. Hey loves, it's your girl Candace. I'm here with Confidential Talk. We are here to talk about the 3rd episode of Married at First Sight. I know y'all watched it already. Look. Okay. I don't know. I really feel like the experts did a good job of giving us a good season. I don't know if they was really looking for, you know, to make love connections, but they definitely was looking to entertain, child, because when I tell you, I am so intrigued. I am so ready to see what the fuck this I'm trying not to cuss, y'all. I'm so excited to see what is to transpire throughout this season, because you know we already see some stuff fizzling this 3rd episode. Okay, so we're on the 3rd episode. It's called Music City Matrimony, and we start the episode off with Jasmine and Aries. Oh, first, before I get started into the recap and review, if y'all are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Candace. I do videos on sex, love, relationships. I do these recaps. I talk about sex toys, some other stuff. So definitely check out my channel, become part of the Confidential Talk family, and subscribe. Okay. And check out the store, confidentialtalk.com. But yeah, let's talk about the show. So we start with, you know, Jasmine and Aries, and Aries' cousin pretty much trying to talk him out of it, you know, where we ended off at the last episode. He does mention that he is scared because he's never lived with a woman, and the fact that he's never had a real relationship. That's really what got me concerned, because at the end of the day, we all have that first experience living with somebody, and it's sometimes the first time it works out. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean like you're doomed, you know, just because you've never lived with a woman. Like, it's just living with someone. It's just if you guys can coexist in the same space and not get sick of each other, honestly. Like, because there's so much that goes into living with someone. But honestly, I really feel like that's not a red flag, but it's just everything else, and the fact that that kind of scares him. But yeah, so we get that whole part, but he gonna go through it anyways, okay? He already here. So I put side note, Jasmine bouquet looked like she snatched it off of a tree. That thing was hanging. By the way, she looks so beautiful. I loved her dress. I know if you guys watched my last recap, I actually went live. But I just talked about whose dresses I loved, and hers was one of them. I do love her dress. But that bouquet, child, like, I mean, it was pretty with the greenery and the white. But then she had all of the leaves hanging off the bouquet. And I was just like, girl. Like, I wanted to enjoy the moment and the scene, but like I just kept wanting to get out some scissors and just wanted to just go across the, cause like, sis, but you know, we can't all do it right, okay? We can't do everything perfect, you know, so it's cool. Jasmine says that divorce is not an option, okay? So she stuck to Aries. I don't know if she gonna feel that way by the end of this process, okay? So I thought it was super cute when she walked up, he clapped, and it just gave me like confirmation, like, oh, he's super attracted to her. So that was good. I thought that was, and it you know, obviously them first meeting, she's probably nervous, she's worried, she's concerned, but honestly maybe not, because she's a pageant girl, so maybe that wasn't a concern for her. But you know, I thought it was cute that he clapped. So she's taller than him, but she was wearing heels, so I felt like maybe they're probably the same height once she takes the heels off. But you know, it was a height difference, and I feel like if she's actually really taller than him without the heels, that may not work out. It's not a lot of men that seem to be comfortable dating taller women. There are men out there, but it's not too many of them, and I feel like, especially the way Aries is, I don't see him being comfortable with it, okay? So her family borderline threatened him in the speech. Like, child, calm down. Like, we gonna be watching you like a hawk. I mean, honestly, they needed to have that energy when they pull him aside during the wedding. Honestly, just how Kirsten's cousin and friends were during Shaq. They needed to give him, Aries, that same energy, but they didn't. They did it during his speech, which was kind of weird. I don't know. It was like watching you like a hawk. I was like, ooh, kind of creepy. His family said his communications is not that great. That's like the most important part of a relationship, y'all. I would be very concerned, okay? I would be very concerned. And then, of course, we get this slow motion moment with Jasmine and her bouquet again. And, of course, I just literally just want to take scissors to it because I literally wrote that in my notes. I was like, child, just give me some scissors. I just want to chop it off. Like, and then it would be beautiful. But, like, that dangling, it wasn't for me, y'all. It just wasn't. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think, okay? When they sat down, they really seemed nervous, but you know, it wasn't like an organic chemistry. I noticed it was just like they were both nervous, which I mean is understandable. You just met them and you married them. Like, it's nerve-wracking. Jasmine is impressed. She does find Aries is attractive, which is good. He finds out that she has 4 dogs, and like, it stresses him out. He like, what? But then I realized, I'm like, oh, she breeds dogs. Okay, so there might be, when you're a breeder, I feel like she needs to explain that a little bit more, because I don't know if, like, I mean, maybe her 4 dogs are actually living in her home, but if she breed dogs, she probably has a actual home for them themselves, a like safe space where they can, like, you know, I don't know. I don't know anything about breeding dogs, but I'm guessing because she has 9 puppies and 4 dogs, they can't be in her house, okay? They can't, okay? Maybe they are. It's just her. But she definitely, I feel like going into this process, she would have to be open, obviously, be open to maybe not having all the dogs in the house if that's how she's living now, because that's not probably how someone else want to live. As a single person, live how you want. But when you are opening up that space and you want to get married and you have to compromise, and part of that is probably chopping down the numbers to how many dogs are actually in the house, and maybe actually, if she doesn't already have one, having a separate home for her pets and for her breeding dogs. So obviously safe environment, because I know that that's like a big thing too, like, you know, unsafe spaces for, you know, breeding dogs and stuff like that. So hopefully her operation is safe, and it's also not even safe, it's just you know, livable for the dog. I'm a big animal person. Like, I have a cat, and my cat, he lives comfortably, okay? He got it made up in here, period. Anyways, I digress, okay? Let's see here. Yeah, she even admits that's a lot of dogs. But yeah, moving on. We're going to Dominique and McKinley. So McKinley seems genuine and excited. But he is kind of worried about how she may look, because he wasn't really specific on his looks and the specifications on that. He definitely wants there to be physical attraction. Dominique's mom wants to be a part of this marriage so bad, y'all. So bad. Because she literally already listed her demands. Okay, you know, I know everybody operates differently in their family. And obviously there's some more people that are more family oriented than others. And I feel like I'm very family oriented, but like, I don't think me and my family are that close to the point where like my mom would be like, he gotta have this. He gotta do that. I mean, of course, she wants me to be with someone that, you know, is a good man, that has a nice job, that, like, you know, take care of himself, and, you know, treats me right, stuff like that. There's certain things, of course, she wants him to have. But, like, moms is already listening to demands, like, he gotta be a hunter. Okay, can't be no wuss. Okay, he gotta be able to pop, you know, right when, you know, like, I'm just like, moms. Like, this is not true. Like, she's... Y'all seeing where this is going, right? Mom signed her up for the show. Mom listed demands. Mom is gonna be in the house. He gonna have 2 pussies. Excuse me. I told y'all, trying so hard, y'all. He gonna have 2 women to look after, okay, y'all? McKinley got 2 wives. And I don't know, if he knew how to manage, it could be fun for him. But, like, the moms is too involved. And then, you know, she called her mom 5 times a day. Anyways, moving on. He acknowledges that it's weird explaining to his friend, explaining his living situation to his new wife. He's gonna have to explain to her that he lives with his female friend's parents. But obviously, once he explained, I feel like when he explained the situation to Dominique, she was just kind of like, you know, she didn't care. So he actually fine. We'll see that in the future. That she seemed not to be bothered by it, at least for now. Side note, I put one of Dominique's friends look like Jasmine. I don't know if y'all noticed, the girl with the natural hair that was kind of like pulled up in a puff. She resembled Jasmine a lot. I was like, Jasmine? And then I had to double take. So McKinley walks down the aisle. Grandma looks slightly disappointed. I don't know if y'all peeped that. She kept a smile on her face though. That's good, you know, because the cameras are watching. But I don't know I think that everybody was expecting her to get paired with a black man. But my question is, did y'all, because if she got paired with a white man and she didn't have a race specification, that's probably means she's dated white men before. So I really want to know. I want to dig a little bit deeper into that. I need to know. I have questions because I feel like her family was a little taken back. And I mean, obviously, well, Dominique is biracial. So her mother was with a white man or a man of another race. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they were just kind of like iffy about it, scared, kind of like worried, which is kind of understandable, obviously, because we see the conversation that McKinley has with Dominique's mother about, you know, the mother asking Dominique, is your family going to be okay with her being black? You know what I mean? So maybe that is partially their concern, or maybe instantly their reaction to seeing that he is white. I don't know. That's just my guess, guys. But I would really like to dig deeper into kind of like, you know, how they are personally. But we see a moment with Dominique and McKinley's mom, and she was giving me she ain't cool with it vibes. And then, like, yes, she was making comments about the whole process, but it was something about, I mean, Dominique actually mentioned, I'm jumping the gun, y'all. I know I'm not supposed to be jumping the gun, but like Dominique actually mentioned something about her being black, and she just want to be accepted. And her mom's response, McKinley's mom's response, was not giving me she gonna be cool with it, so, or she's cool with it. So yeah, but anyways, I'm moving ahead of the show, so sorry, let me back up. So we see that, you know, once they meet, McKinley reveals that he is attracted to her. He's ready to have a whole bunch of babies and live happily ever after. Okay. Dominique don't remember her husband's name. It was like, so what's your husband's name, Dominique? She was like, Mickey. I'm like, girl. She was close. McKinley finds out her age, and he does actually seem concerned. If anything, he seems more concerned about being too old. So that was actually interesting. Then we have the moment with Nicole and Chris. They're taking their pictures. We see they have great chemistry, and Nicole seems very comfortable. Dominique does reveal that she is attracted to McKinley. But my thing is, I feel like, I mean, obviously everybody is different, but like, if you really, really attracted to somebody, you would like, he is fine, you know, you be like, you know, you just get excited, giddy. She wasn't giving me that, so I feel like she probably thought he was okay, but she wasn't like maybe 100% impressed. That's just what I got from it. And McKinley said he sees all green flags. Too early, baby. It's too early. So we get to Gina and Clint. He's excited to travel with her. Oh my gosh, y'all. Clint in this traveling. He don't have, I swear, that's all he do, okay? He seems very optimistic and excited to get to know Gina and, of course, the traveling. She starts talking about her career, though. And this was interesting to me. She's opening up about her whole shop. And he makes a comment like, I just want to get past the work stuff. And, you know, I'm just thinking to myself, Clint, she just opened up a business. A business is a baby. I don't know if people don't know this. And the thing about it is, Clint is a very seasoned man. Okay, and it seems like he has like a pretty nice, you know, nice job himself. I couldn't imagine that he doesn't know anything about owning a business. And if you know anything about owning a business, this is not a 40-hour work week job that you have. You just clock in and clock out, work a certain amount of hours. No, she's literally opening up a shop. A big ass one. And that's exciting. Of course she's going to talk about it. That's her whole life right now. And you want to get past the work stuff to do what? To sail, to travel, which is great. But you need a retired woman. Clint needs a retired woman. Seasoned and done. So she could just sail and travel and lollygag with Clint all damn day. But you know, Clint, that's not going to necessarily make Clint all the way happy either. Anyway, so, you know, I don't know. But that's really what it sounds like he need. Because Gina ain't going to have time. She going to have time to maybe go here and there sometimes. But she has a business. I'm done. Okay, yep. So we move on to Jasmine and Aries. And then we realize they're getting served some bullshit at this wedding. It looked like some ricotta cheese, not even like a scoop of cheese, and like some whole tomatoes cut up with a little seasoning on top, y'all. What the fuck? Okay. This is the moment when she reveals that she has 9 puppies, and it looks like he's about to literally have a heart attack. Okay, he is like stressed about these dogs. He like, where can I snitch? Animal control. Is she even allowed to have this many puppies? I have questions. He is concerned. Then we go to Kirsten and Shaq, and oh my God, they are vibing. They are such a vibe, okay? And that's what kills me the most, because Kirsten is looking for perfection. Stop, girl. You are really in your own way. This man is a vibe. He like literally this whole episode when it was him and her, he just seemed like he was a vibe. Honestly, when I first saw him, I wasn't really that attracted to him myself. But then the more I see him, the more he talks, the more I see him operating, the way he moves and carries himself. He's a catch. I'm here for it. So, you know, but they vibe, they talk about the food, but she wanted to ask him for a kiss. And this is where I feel like we might get a problem with Kirsten and Shaq. But I'm about to get into that in a second. We go to Nicole and Chris, and we just realized that Nicole talks a fucking lot. She says, Chris says, oh, I talk a lot too, but sometimes I get quiet. You're not going to be able to talk, baby. Chris, you're going to be the listener in this one. Because Nicole talks a mile a second. Not a minute, a second. Like, she talks so much. Okay. And by the way, we get Gina's friend's speech. Which was like super cute. She had like the best speech where she was like, don't lie, don't cheat, and if you cheat, cheat on this, or if you lie into each other's arms. I thought that was so cute. So you know, kudos to her. Shout out to that little speech. That was super cute. So then we get to Kirsten Cousins grilling Shaq. Again, that energy that Kirsten's family and friends had to Shaq, I need them to have that same. I need Jasmine's bridesmaids to have that same energy to her Aries, period. You know, her cousin is giving crazy vibes. I mean, crazy eyes. I mean, her eyeballs was like this. I do not trust him yet. I need to see for a fact that he is this and that and the third. It just sounds all talk to me, but I don't know. And we go put him to the test. I was like, girl, close some eyeballs. You is giving me crazy eyes. And it's so crazy. You know, I really personally do not like when friends grill potential partners. It is not your place, baby. It is not your place to grill somebody, to do all that. Get to know them, maybe catch a vibe. You can catch an energy and a vibe just asking casual questions and stuff like that, and just talking and listening. You don't need to be like this and I don't trust you yet. We gonna have to see. You just a whole bunch of talk. We gonna have to, like, girl. I don't know. Y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think. I just think the whole grilling thing is really unnecessary. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't make the person feel comfortable. It makes them, like, feel uneasy. And, of course, who's going to answer questions feeling uneasy properly? Like, if anything, you're going to shut down. Like, I know I'm like that. Like, don't, like, we all grown. Like, please. I don't like that. Anyways. Dominique, we move on. Let me see here. Okay, so this is the moment where Dominique opens up to McKinley's mom about how she grew up in the South, and because she's black, she want to make sure that McKinley's family accepts her. And the answer that McKinley's mom gave was like, although we'll see, marriage is hard. It was nothing comforting to the fact that she's an African American and she's coming into this situation, and this family, this white family, and she wants to make sure that you guys are accepting her. She didn't get any confirmation during that you guys are accepting of that at all. And you know, I don't know if, you know, she genuinely was just so hung up on the fact that she's against this whole arranged marriage, or she literally just, like, does not accept. I don't know if it, you know, but, like, girl, it looks like you're not accepting of the fact that she's black. You're uncomfortable with the situation. I have to ask myself, honestly, if she was a white woman, would you be a little bit, I mean, you may be against it, but would you be this stern about it? Would you be this aggressive about it? Because she definitely came kind of down on Dominique. And this is her wedding day. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Like, she really came down on her. I was not feeling that. It was giving racy vibes. Racy. Anyways, and then of course her mom asked McKinley if her family is okay with his wife being black, and he's like, oh yeah, of course they always say that, of course, oh yeah, that's no problem, yeah. Mom's comparing him to Jeffrey Dahmer was hilarious. Like, Jeffrey Dahmer looks nice. I was like, y'all trip on here. Let's see, I already said that. No. So the cousin sits down and talks to Jasmine. She's like low-key kind of judging Jasmine, like, oh, she's a pageant girl, she's giving me all these great answers. I don't know if she's trying to warn Jasmine about Aries. I'm just really feeling like that cousin shouldn't have came. Like, your energy is so negative towards this whole situation. He ain't done it now. Okay? He ain't done it. He married her. You just gotta, like, sit and watch all go to flames, because your energy is absolutely terrible. Like, I just didn't like it. Clint gets grilled by the bridesmaids. We have that moment. Nicole already peeps Chris is too nice. Child. Nicole's dad is not having it. He is grilling Chris, but he just don't realize Chris don't even need to be grilled, okay? He ain't gonna treat your daughter wrong. He is the nicest of the nice. If anything, he needs to be worried about your daughter not doing like this to him because he too nice, period. Like, sir, you have nothing to worry about. I think Chris is fine. It's Nicole. Nicole might be the one that want to dip. Yeah, he's trying to scare Chris, and honestly, I just feel like Chris is not. He ain't scared, because, like, literally, we up here worried about his own feelings, okay? Then we get this moment when Shaq gives cursing the lap dance, and you know, we have the moment where all the groomsmen take off the garter belt or whatever you want to call it, thigh garter, off the under the dresses and stuff. And Shaq's moment was so cute. He gave her a little lap dance. It was just energy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Shaq is giving me mad big daddy energy. I'm like, yes, yeah, you smart, and you like, oh, come on with an educated black man with energy. Like, girl, forget that. Listen, I'm not like big on bald heads either, but girl, it's all about energy. Like, she gotta stop. Kirsten about to get in her own way, child. They're both Nicole and Chris are both asked about whether or not they're gonna have sex, and they both discuss it, you know, to their friends and stuff, that they should wait. We get this moment where Nicole does say that, you know, sometimes when you have sex with someone too soon, it becomes all about sex. And I actually will have to agree about that. You know, sometimes starting off a sexual relationship, it will turn into just sex. And I mean, you can build off of that, but sometimes you will tolerate things that you normally wouldn't because you were intimate too soon. So I definitely I'm more on the side of, especially if you're trying to really build with a person and get to know them, to wait. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that. But I honestly, with them being so like high in chemistry and Nicole being such a little hot mama, I feel like it ain't gonna last long. It ain't gonna last long. Okay, she gonna give up the goods. So we got this moment where Aries sitting down with his groomsmen, and they ask, you know, well, they asked Jasmine first. The bridesmaid asked Jasmine first, like, you know, Aries on a scale of 1 to 10, and she's like 9.5, baby, because nobody's perfect, so we can't give him a 10. But he's 9.5. They asked him, compared to Beyonce, just men are just so different than women. Like, just a simple, what do you rate her 1 to 10? Why you gotta put Beyonce on the 10? And like, now he's comparing. So I'll give Aries some slack for that. I feel like he was comparing Jasmine to Beyonce, and that's why he said 8. Not necessarily saying that his wife was at 8. And of course they dogged him because he was like, bad answer, sir, bad answer. And they asked him, and that's what I'm saying. I'm don't play on my girl, but like, they asked him if it was up to you. She was like, you know, what are we doing tonight? You know, and it was all up to him. What would he have them do? And if anything he could have effing said, this is your wife, someone you never met before, you want to get to know her, you're trying to build a longevity relationship, right? Anything he could have said, he said, get on the knees. Y'all know how mad that made me. I really don't like this man. I really don't. I really don't like him. If I could, I hope during this whole process she don't ever give it up. I hope she feel the vibes and she never give the poom poom. Keep the poom poom, girl, to yourself. He don't deserve none. Then we get a moment with Shaq and his friends, and I'm a little worried that he might friend zone himself. Oh, we need to be friends first, get to know each other. See, that's why you're gonna fuck up, Shaq. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta put that man on her, okay? Yes, she knows you're educated. Yes, y'all have a good vibe, but she has to be attracted to you. So you might need to be a little aggressive, because like I said, she might have actually, I mean, who wanna get turned down in front of a whole crowd of people if he asked her, oh, can I kiss you? And she turned him down. So I don't know. But I do feel like, you know, she did say like, oh, what she asked, or, you know, she just, you know, she want that aggression. She need that. Oh shoot, that just scared me. She need that aggression. So I don't know. We gonna see. So now we get a moment. It was funny. I had to note this. Dominique finally knows McKinley's name. She like, yes, I know his name, y'all. It's McKinley. Yes, I know it. You know, I figured it out. That's his name. Finally, it's been all night. I hope you do know his name. And then pretty much this is the end of the episode. We do get a moment at the we get Nicole and Chris getting back to their hotel, and they talk about their dogs and how they can't wait for them to meet, and they just overall they have really good chemistry. You could just tell there's just a really good vibe there. So I really wonder how long they're gonna be waiting to put out. I feel like Nicole is gonna want it. I feel like Nicole is definitely gonna want it faster and more sooner than Chris. I feel like Chris is gonna be the one or the reason why they hold out, but we're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see in these upcoming episodes. Y'all please comment below, let me know what y'all thought about the show. Definitely interesting episode, definitely interesting selection of people that they matched together. We gonna have a fiery season, y'all. I cannot wait to continue watching. But yeah, comment below, let me know what y'all think about everybody, the couples, y'all predictions. Y'all know we make predictions here every week. I'm always like, okay, this person gonna make it, that person gonna make it. I actually didn't have really no predictions today, but we'll see next week how I feel. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video or next week or the next recap. Peace.